Today we're going to review the installation of a trailer hitch on a 2019 Ram Classic. This is one of the easiest hitch installs, so instead of a full video, I went ahead and took some photos just to give you an idea of where everything is underneath the truck. The Ram already has a heavy crossmember underneath, so it only needs this small receiver hitch installed. These are available online and very inexpensive to ship because they are so reasonably sized. Take note, the truck has factory trailer wiring ready to go in the bumper. This also makes the installation job much simpler than usual. Before you start working, you'll want to lower the spare tire a little over halfway. I did try with the tire in place first, and while it is possible, I still ended up lowering the tire to torque down the two mounting nuts with a torque wrench. Lowering the spare is very simple with the toolkit that's under the passenger seat. Use the owner's manual if you're not sure how to lower it. You should know this anyway in the event that you ever need to change your tire on the side of the road, so it's good practice anyway. There's a small plastic cover that we need to remove first. You could probably take this off by hand, but I used a trim tool here. Next, this large half-inch hex drive bolt can go through the hole. Take note that at the end, this bolt must be cranked down to a significantly high torque spec. To save yourself a big headache, make sure you have a quality half-inch hex bit socket. Many of these sockets are made into 3/8 inch drive and cannot apply the torque you need in the final step. I'd recommend buying a half-inch drive version of this if you don't already have one. Now is the time to tilt and slide the receiver into place. Use the large half-inch hex drive bolt to locate the receiver. If you use a power tool as shown here, always start the bolt by hand and make sure that you don't cross-thread it. The trailer hitch comes with two fish wires, one for each side. The coiled end allows you to thread it onto the mounting hardware and fish it through the hollow crossmember and into position to mount the receiver. Now you want to insert the empty fish wire, coil end first, through the mounting hole. Push it through until it exits the large opening in the side of the crossmember. Do this for both sides. Next, you will put the flat bar-style washer onto the wire. Now, position the carriage bolt and thread it onto the fish wire. Once secured, pull on the other end of the fish wire. You will pull the bolt straight through the mounting hole. Carefully remove the fish wire, taking care not to let the bolt fall back into the crossmember. Again, this is much easier with the spare tire out of the way. Use the provided hardware and tighten all the bolts to the torque specs listed in the instruction sheet. Now you'll have an installed trailer hitch. It's supposed to come with a black plastic cap to cover the top bolt. The stock one won't fit either. Be sure to not accidentally toss it. I think that I have mainly thrown mine out with the packaging. Another issue you will run into is the ridiculously high torque spec on the large bolt shown here. Most do-it-yourselfers, if they even own a torque wrench, only have one that goes to about 100 or 150 foot-pounds. This one calls for about 350 foot-pounds. A torque wrench that reads that high is very expensive and not practical for someone to buy and use once. I'd recommend asking around your social circle to see if anyone you know might work on trailers or heavy equipment or trucks. I'd offer them lunch or maybe a six-pack to maybe check that bolt and make sure it's torqued down correctly. Once you're all tightened up, it's time to tow. Tell us in the comments below what you're towing with your truck. I'm using mine to pull our newly acquired boat, so be sure to subscribe and watch some videos on that new project. Thanks for watching.